2. Educational undertakings to foster talents. During the late Qing and early Republic of China periods, Hu Shi, Chen Duxiu, Luke Xun, Kai Yuanbei, 1868–1940 were among those who initiated the May 4th movement in protest against the Confucian religion and values, exalting science and aesthetics instead. Resultantly, Chinese culture, Confucianism, and Buddhism all suffered collateral damage. At that point, only intellectuals such as Zhang Taiyan, Liang Qichao, Zhang Shili, Lu Cheng, and Zhang Weiqiao were left, defenseless without the protection of both the political and military authorities, and resultant in a definite lack of defenders of Buddhism. In such time of chaos, resistance was naturally on the weaker side. At such a critical juncture, Master Yin Gang spoke up and proposed the remedy of the 3 abuses. 1. Abuse of access to full ordination. 2. Abuse of the right to accept disciples. And 3. Abuse of open monastery accommodation services, in order to revive monastic ethics. Concurrently, Master Tikshu also proposed the 3 major Buddhist reforms. 1. Reform of Buddhist asset management. 2. Reform of Buddhist systems, and 3. Reform of Buddhist teachings. He published the article, On Cleaning Up the Sangha System, and advocated Life Buddhism as a way of Buddhist reform. Under his influence, Buddhists suddenly realized the need to revitalize Buddhism by propagating Humanistic Buddhism as a way to remain true to the Buddha's original intents. Consequently, education and talent cultivation in Buddhism began to thrive. The earliest Buddhist college to appear in the 20th century was the Monastic College founded, in 1906, by Venerable Wenzai in Yangzhou Tianning Temple. Later, when Yang Wenhui picked up a copy of the Shurangama Sutra at a bookstall, he declared, "An encounter with the Shurangama Sutra has purged my willingness to touch the world's vulgar works." Having developed such faith in Buddhism, Yang hence relinquished his home residence for the establishment of the Jinling Sutra Publishing House, Jetavana Vihara, and Buddhist Studies Association. Simultaneously he promoted various cultural and education endeavors, which consequently fostered paragons such as Master Tikshu, Aoyang Jinghua, Venerable Ren Shan, and Mai Gangxi. Successively, establishments such as the Haiyan University founded by Venerable Yu Azia in Shanghai Hardun Garden, Guanzhong School founded by Venerable Dai Xian, 1858–1932 from the Jiante School, China Inner Studies Institute, Wakang Buddhist College, Minnan Buddhist College, Bolan Doctrinal Institute, Chongqing Huanan Tibetan Doctrinal Institute, Lingdong Buddhist College, Jinling Buddhist College, Yaoshan Buddhist College, Kashashan Vinaya College, Pilu Buddhist College, Yufo Temple Shanghai Buddhist College, Fazang Buddhist College, Shanghai Jingyan Temple Buddhist College and Huanan Buddhist College were established across the nation. Rapidly, the Yogacara, Jiante, Haiyan and Pure Land schools as well as monasteries and meditation halls blossomed. Particularly, Buddhist colleges in Wakang, Minnan, and the China Inner Studies Institute had the most outstanding achievements. Elites who graduated from there include Venerables Huizhu, Fifang, Fuzun, Jifeng, Tasheng, Zuhang, Weifang, Moru, Yinshun, and Juzane. All eloquent speakers and prolific writers. Likewise, the lineup of teachers at these Buddhist colleges were also exceptional. Liang Qichao, Liang Shuming, Tang Daiyuan, Zhang Hsing, Tang Yongtong, Zhang Shili, Zhang Weiqiao, and Huang Kanhua. Each and every one of them exerted remarkable influence on the revival of Buddhism. So as to promote the globalization of Buddhism, Master Tikshu founded the World Buddhist Studies Center in Wakang, offering Buddhist studies courses in Sanskrit, Chinese, Pali, and Tibetan. He also dispatched monastics to study abroad in Japan, Tibet, India, and Sri Lanka. Among them were Venerables Fifang, for Zun, Jifeng, Taxing, and Taiyang. By promoting Buddhist education to revive humanistic Buddhism, we have thus met Buddha's original intents. 1. Post-Republic of China rise of Buddhist-affiliated education undertakings. In those times, Buddhism was subjected to secessionist warlord regimes, typified by pious Christian Feng Yuxiang's persecution of Buddhism across China. Fortunately, Master Tikshu was good friends with Chiang Kai-shek, and was once invited to speak on the Heart Sutra to the KMT government. As Buddhism experienced the annexation of temple properties for conversion into schools, Chiang Kai-shek issued the following orders. 1. Righteously practicing monastics Buddhists are to be protected. 2. Educated intellectual monastics are to be spared. 3. Temple grounds are to remain solemn and pure. Illegitimate monastics or Buddhists are to be prohibited from such posts as that of abbots or managers of the temple. In addition, any Buddhist undertaking that is of benefit to social welfare is to be safeguarded. As stated by Master Daon, the endeavors of Dharma cannot prevail without sovereign benefaction. Some of the KMT's senior statesmen such as Dai Jitao, Zhang Ji, Zulu, 1885–1994, Zhu Zeng, Yu Yuan, and Ku Yinggang happened to be Buddhists and proffered at least some protection to Buddhism in times of turmoil. Mournfully, even heroes such as Chiang Kai-shek fall for beauty. After marrying Sung Mei-ling, he converted to Christianity, and Buddhism's connection with him thus no more. At such a chaotic time, Buddhism was fortunately able to survive under the Christian philosophy of freedom of belief, which is surely a common ground for all religious followers in the world. The year the Japanese declared unconditional surrender, I was studying at the Yaoshan Buddhist College. Buddhists in the Jiangsu and Jinghu region were ecstatic at hearing the news. Gradually, lay Buddhists with a passion for Buddhism and Triple Gem refuge takers grew in numbers, bringing forth the prosperity of humanistic Buddhism. Venerable Abbot Zufang from Dingyue Temple was taken with the restoration of the Yaoshan Buddhist College. Teachers were busy teaching and publishing the Middle Stream Monthly. Monthly, we students were asked to assist in packaging and posting the magazine. Once done, our teachers would give each of us a copy of the magazine, which was extremely rewarding for the day's work. During that time, Buddhist-affiliated primary and junior high schools prospered. In order to commemorate Master Zongyang, my master Venerable Master Zhikai founded the Zongyang Junior High School at Chixishan Monastery, and also the Dazhong Junior High School at Nanjing Ufo Temple. Likewise, Venerable Juming founded the Pudi Junior High School at Pud Temple in Yuhate. There were also Kaofeng Temple Primary School and Fushantang Primary School in Zhenjiang. Yaoshan alone founded 3 gratis primary schools. I was very fortunate to be brought back to my ancestral temple Hsing Daju Temple by my master upon leaving Yaoshan, and then given the position of principal at the Paita Primary School. Although bereft of any formal training as a teacher, the experiences gained there were invaluable. In those days, hundreds of primary and secondary schools were under the charitable care of Buddhist organizations. I was yet hopeful that we could go on to establish universities, but that dream was cut short by ongoing wars. As I traveled to different places, often I would come across primary school students who bowed to me and addressed me as Venerable. When asked why they did so, their reply was, "Our teachers opened up schools for us to learn. They never ask for any money. Our teacher is a good person. He is a Buddhist monk. So we know that all Buddhist monks in this world are good people, just like our teacher." From this, the prosperity of Buddhist education during the period of the Republic of China can clearly be seen. It was a pity to see that the peace long yearned for by the people was fleeting. In next to no time the Civil War and Cultural Revolution broke out. Added with the passing away of Master Tikshu in 1947, Buddhists were suddenly without a leader. The humanistic Buddhist movement in mainland China thus came to a halt. on the topic of Buddhist monastic education in Taiwan. It all began in 1948 with Venerable Master Miao from Chengli Yuan Gang Temple. He was the one who invited Venerable Hsing to Taiwan from Southeast Asia for the establishment of the Taiwan Buddhist College. This was followed by the Taiwan Buddhist Seminar established by Venerable Hsing at Lingying Temple near Qingcao Lake, Hsinchu. Both Venerable Yen Pei and I served as deans at the seminar. Subsequently, Venerable Pai Sheng also founded the Chinese Buddhist Tripitaka College in Taipei. Venerable Sheng Yin founded the Tsuming Buddhist College in Taichung. Venerable Mao Ran founded the Yun Buddhist College in Mali. Venerable Yin Shun founded the Fuyan Buddhist Institute. And Venerable Nanting founded the Huayan Buddhist College in Taipei. During those days, collection of works by Master Tikshu was the indispensable textbook for the students. Sadly, many of these Buddhist colleges had to close due to a lack of students, teachers, funds, or combination thereof. Additionally, since graduates were unable to pursue a career out of their studies, these colleges were thus short-lived. 2. Settling in Yilan, a place for Buddhist youth. Having vowed to never be a Buddhist monk dependent on Buddhism, besides writing and lecturing, I began to actively recruit youths to Buddhism in Yilan starting from 1953. Subsequently, the Dharma Propagation Team, Buddhist Youth Choir, Youth Group, Children's Class and Sunday classes were established. Venerables Xinping, Tsu Hui, Tsu Yung, Tsu Chia, Shao Pai Sha, Lin Qingji, Chen Xiu Ping, Chang Zhao, and Lin Wenxiang were amongst those youths. At the same time, I also established the Ganghua Tuition Center, which was the first government-sanctioned Buddhist-affiliated education institute. Among the students was Professor Cheng Shai-Rien, former standing member of the Ministry of Education's Student Affairs Committee. Venerables Tsu Hui and Tsu Yung both served as principal of Tsu Hai Kindergarten, which was also the first Buddhist-founded kindergarten. Current Executive Deputy Abbot of Fogang Shen Monastery Venerable Hui Chuan was one of the children attending. Deprived of education, how could we have fostered talents to propagate humanistic Buddhism? Youths are fundamental to the development of humanistic Buddhism. Being aware of this, many have come together to promote Buddhist education. Particularly, classes at Fogang Shan Songlin University have continued for more than 50 years, nurturing over 5,000 graduates, which I believe is a record in the history of Buddhism. Thus far, Venerables Tao Quan in Qi, Pu Hui, Hui Jie, and Chen Fang in Taichung, Chen Hua in Tufan, Xing Ying and Hua Cheng in Hsinchu, and Tai Ying and Hualian were all students of Songlin. 3. Talents are essential to the journey of revitalization. Other than the Buddhist College, Fogang Shan has also organized summer camps for college students. Many former participants are now paragons exerting tremendous influence on society and respective countries. For instance, Dr. Chen Chaolong, Honorary President of the Kaohsiung Changgung Memorial Hospital, acknowledged as the father of liver transplant in Asia. Dr. Lin Fang Yu, President of the Taipei Veterans General Hospital. Practicing doctors in America such as Dr. Shen Zhenyi, Dr. Cheng Chaoyang, and Dr. Li Steve J.H. And also practicing physicians in Japan such as Dr. Fukuhara Shingen and Dr. Lin Ningfeng, formerly President of BLIA, Tokyo Chapter. Other youths include Chao Tsui Hui, currently President of BLIA Changhua Northern Region Association. Su Chengji, Chairperson of KMT Yunlin Region Party. Honorary Professor Liu Weiming of National Taiwan University Department of Chemical Engineering. Chu Chao Kai, the young man who donated the Maitreya Buddha statue that has since been enshrined at the mountain gate of FGS. Chen Mingji, the young artist who sculpted the triple gem Buddhas inside the FGS main shrine, who later became a Kaohsiung city councilor. Furthermore, Venerable Chao Hui from the Hongxi Buddhist College, and even Venerable Yi Kong, executive board member of University of the West, were both participants of the summer camps. In view of the talents discovered across the world, how can we not be hopeful for the revival of humanistic Buddhism? Besides monastic education in the Buddhist college, social education promoted by Buddhists began from as early as the period of Japanese occupation. For example, Tainankainghua High School, Tibet High School in Taipei, Tsuhang High School founded by the Inner Court of Maitreya Bodhisattva, and also Guang Senior High School founded by Venerables Yi, Nanting and myself. The propagation of humanistic Buddhism requires us to proactively reach out to serve people and to value education. That is why Fo Gangshan founded Bumen Senior High School in 1977, and subsequently founded Juntu Primary and Secondary School in Nantou, as well as Junyi Primary and Secondary School in Taitung. In light of the need for tertiary education, in 1990, Fo Gangshan founded the University of the West, which is the first Chinese Buddhist-affiliated tertiary institute in the West. This was followed by the founding of Nanhua University in Key, Fo Gang University in Yilan, Nantian Institute in Australia, and Gangming College in Philippines, coming to a total of 5 universities. Presently, Buddhist-founded education institutes in Taiwan also include Huafan University founded by Venerable Shaoyun, Xuanchang University founded by the Buddhist Association of the Republic of China, the Dharma Drum Institute of Liberal Arts founded by Venerable Shengyan, and also Tsukai University in Hualien. Moreover, there are also Buddhist-founded primary and secondary schools, as well as Chuhai College in Hong Kong and Singapore. These are tangible deeds by humanistic Buddhists demonstrating Buddha's original intents. Nevertheless, it is not sufficient to merely rely on these institutions in Hong Kong, Singapore, and Taiwan. If the mainland could embrace Buddhists for the establishment of universities, it shall greatly enhance the growth of both country and society. It is hoped that the vast population of mainland China could also benefit from the schools Buddhist-founded schools in a bid to contribute to the nation's duty of fostering talents and patriotic missionaries. Ultimately, it is the entire world that will benefit from this. In order to commemorate Master Jianzhen's Dharma propagation works in Japan, Zhao Puchu, former president of the Buddhist Association of China, collaborated with the Bureau of Religious Affairs under the State Council in the hopes of establishing Jianzhen University at Yangzhou Daming Temple. For this, Fo Gangshan even donated Jianzhen Library. Unfortunately, when Zhao passed away, the project had not been followed any further, which is a true pity. In order for the revival of Chinese Buddhism to be possible, Buddhists must actively interact with both society and people, whilst holding true to the Buddha's original intents by contributing to the well-being of people, broadly develop good affinities, and establish education institutes at all levels of schooling. This is the only way to revive Buddhism. Dedication of merits. May kindness, compassion, joy and equanimity pervade all worlds. May we cherish and build affinities to benefit all beings. May Chan, Pure Land and precepts inspire equality and patience. May our humility and gratitude give rise to great vows.